Alrighty, so in today's video, we're going to be ranking every single LEGO Star Wars Battle Droid. But also in this tier list, I've added B1 Battle Droids, B2 Battle Droids, Droidikas, Buzz Droids, Commander Droids, and the single tactical droid LEGO has made. Now, if you like these tier list videos, I have also made one ranking every single Sith minifigure and every single Jedi minifigure. It'll also be awesome if you can subscribe and leave a like. Alright, so first up we have just a regular B1 Battle Droid. This one does have a 1x2 tan plate on the back. I think the tan plates do make it a little bit better than these other three B1 Battle Droids right here. But it makes it look like it has the backpack they wear in episode 1. And for that, I'm actually going to rank it higher than the other ones. I'd put this at an A. And these other ones I'd put at a B. They're decent enough, but LEGO has been pretty lazy and they don't update them. Especially because like the legs, they can't move on their own, they have to move together. Up next we have the security droids. Now, fun fact about these security droids is they are actually the first battle droid we see in the Star Wars universe in episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I quite like these battle droids. I like how they have they have an attempted tan printing. I'm not sure if it's meant to be tan or white, but it comes out a little bit whiter. I do really quite like it though. I'm not sure what this next battle droid is. I know red's security, blue is pilot. I'm not sure what yellow is. Let me check 1 second. Okay, so after a quick Google search, they are command battle droids. I don't know if I really like this one though. It has a very minimal printing. I would probably put it high B. It doesn't stand out. Yeah, so I think top of B is fair. Now this is the B2 battle droid that came out in the Republic gunship. This is straight SD. I think this figure is fantastic. Although it is susceptible to breaking because that sand blue plastic is very brittle, but as a figure it's fantastic. Same with this old Geonosian battle droid. Having it in that, I don't know what color it is. I think it might be like sand red or sand orange or sand brown, one of those colors. I think it's fantastic. This is actually one of 2 battle droids I'm missing in my collection. Now the old Droidikas, a lot of the old ones look very weird. Yeah, probably just C tier for this one. I mean, I wish LEGO would do like a proper molded or like just something special, because they're always brick built, these Droidikas, and I wish they just do something special for them. We've never had that for a Droidika before, so I wish they would. Now up next we have pilot battle droid. I'm gonna put this Droidika in F tier actually, and then I'm gonna knock all these battle droids down to C, because like they are just a template for all of these ones above, and they haven't been updated. They're literally the same mold since 1999. So yeah. Now these B2 battle droids are pretty good. I would probably put them in top of B, simply because LEGO refuses to put red printing. If you look at a picture here, these B2 battle droids have a red dot. I don't know what the red dot is. I think it's like laser or something, but LEGO refuses to put them in, and all they do is just add a little divot in the mold and they call it a day. And I think it's just lazy. I wish they would give battle droids a little bit of love. But excluding that, I think these battle droids are pretty well done. Although I wish the legs moved independently. They don't. Alright, this pilot droid here gives me the same feel as this security droid here. I think they just really stand out on their own. And the same with this security droid here. I think I would rather the blue over the red, although I do like the printing on this one, so I'm going to leave them as is here, but they're so striking. Something about these B1 Battle Droids I just really like, especially when they're colorful. Alright, this Droidika is just awful. It's just an awful build. I don't know what they were thinking. Now up next we have another Command Battle Droid. It's good, definitely better than these three down here, but I think the yellow just doesn't hit as hard as the red and blue do. And up next we have a Geonosian jetpack B1 Battle Droid. I'd honestly put him at probably about here. I still would rather these three. I think these three are kind of classic. This one is cool, but nostalgia hits me more than coolness does, I guess. And then this one is basically the same. All it has, the only difference is it doesn't have that yellow printing on the top of the head. I guess that means it's not a Command Battle Droid, but yeah. Now this rocket arm is S tier. The rocket arm just adds so much, like, personality, should I say, to these B2 Battle Droids. Having these ones in like any army or mock or scene is just adds to it. I like the pilot droids with the printing more than just a regular pilot droid. Same with the security one, so this one's going up here too. The difference between these two, if you can't tell, is just the hand orientation. That's really the only difference between a lot of these, especially these three down here. But yes, A tier. Same with this guy. Oops. Same with this guy. It's just hand orientation, as you can see the one on the left. Although I would prefer this guy because he's able to hold a gun and aim it straight. So I'm going to do that as well, because like they should be able to hold a gun normally, you know. That's like the bare minimum, I guess. They are called battle droids. What are they aren't really battle droids if they aren't ready for battle. A lot of these droidikas are just going to go straight into F tier, I think. Although this one's not bad. I'm going to put this one in C tier. It's definitely a better build than these two down here. Better part usage. It just still looks a bit funky, you know. Yeah. Commander droids are always S tier. Yeah, it would go above this one here. Just if the legs were, you know, if they could move on their own, but they can't. This one I'd probably put here. Honestly, I put this one here too. It's just a little bit of yellow. I like the blue. I think it pops more. The yellow kind of blends into the figure. But yeah, I don't know what the difference between these two are. I think it's just the color of the legs. You can see this one's just a little bit darker than this one. Now this is better part usage and a better build than this one over here. But I would still just rather a normal B1 Battle Droid. Like, the Droidikas, for me, have never really stood out as a figure. They just look like a side build that's just chucked in. Like, they've never been like the main part of a set, apart from the UCS. Was it UCS? The buildable Droidika that came out. I think it was 2 years ago or last year. Yeah. This one's weird. What is this long piece here? If it's meant to be a gun, it just looks... yeah. This Commander Droid is straight up S tier. Having the face printing. I think that's the captain. I think. Seeing those guys in the Clone Wars is chef's kiss. Now we got some more Geonosian Battle Droids. They're cool. Actually, I'll put them here. I think the gray brings these guys down. I think just a full like dark red / brown is really cool, and I like when they come with black with the back plates, like the makeshift backpacks. Yeah. Now this one is exactly the same as this one, except for just a little bit of yellow printing. Nothing special. Same with this guy. Basically the same. I think there is just a very slight difference in printing on that one. I think this guy has like a little bit more red on his torso there. Now a lot of these Droidikas just straight up F tier. Especially like, what is this? That's just, yeah, awful. Kashyyyk, the Kashyyyk Battle Droid, S tier. This one I'm surprised they did a whole new piece in a different color and then even printed what they did print on their head. It just looks fantastic. Now this one is basically the same as all these ones. It just comes with a 1x1 grey plate on the back. Nothing special. And this one is basically the same as this one, just a slightly different mold and a different plastic used. And just another very similar, I think this is the same deal as this red guy. The print on the torso is just the slightest difference. To the point where they shouldn't really, it doesn't matter, really. Another Droidika. Honestly, this one looks way too wide. You know, the Droidikas, they seem like really tight and in a perfect formation, but these ones just seem like they're ready to fall over. Now, I would rather the old Commando droids over the new one. The new one is a bit darker. I like this brown a lot better. But it is... I'm going to put him here. I think a lot of these guys up of top of A are actually they're a lot more eye-pleasing. Now this one is a scrap droid. I think he's from a recent set. He's actually from an advent calendar. I think it was a 2025 advent calendar. He's pretty cool. I'd probably put him here. Like, he reminds me of that one episode of the Clone Wars. I think it's the Clone Wars, where Anakin, was it Anakin? They stumble upon a kid and he has reprogrammed a bunch of B1 battle droids. That's what it reminds me of. This guy just looks so wide. Now, this one is R0GR, Roger. Straight up S tier. I love Roger. I actually made it my mission to find one of these guys. It's actually a bit hard to find one of these guys around where I live, but I managed to get him, and he is the highlight of my Battle Droid collection. Now, up comes the Buzz Droids. I think they have done fairly well with all the Buzz Droids, except for this one. This guy has just straight up legs on a Buzz Droid. It's weird, although I do like his printing. I think the best Buzz Droid is this one. I don't know if I'd put him in S tier. I'd probably put him here, because I think the big round things on its head look the closest to the actual Buzz Droid from episode 3. But this Buzz Droid isn't bad, like, by any means, but I do think he is lacking something. He kind of looks like a 4+ Buzz Droid, if you know what I mean. And the Tactical Droid is just S tier. I would put him here. He's very good. Very, very good. Quite expensive nowadays. And I don't know what set he came out of, but yeah, very good figure. Now, this was a short tier list. There aren't many Battle Droid figures out there. Now, if you did enjoy and you want to see more, I have made 2 other tier list videos. One ranking all the Siths and one ranking all the Jedi. Go check them out. The link will be in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you next time.